Well, good morning, and it is beautiful Monday morning. A little chilly outside here in northern Michigan, but hope you had a good weekend. And welcome to Monday, first day of the week. And I hope you're pumped and excited about the week. Today's an exciting day. We are now 11 months until Christmas. It's January 25th. And Christmas is coming soon. We took our trees down, I think, a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was last week, maybe. And we just hadn't had time to do so we did it last week. But now that we only have 11 months till Christmas, it's almost time to put another one up, put them back up. I don't know. Hope you have a great day today, and looking forward to what God has for us in His Word. We had an awesome time in church yesterday, just awesome praising the Lord and worshiping the Lord yesterday. And it was good to be with God's people. And if you missed out on services, I hope that you can come be at the next one. And then those of you who are there, invite somebody to join you for the next one. And looking forward to our next time together. We are in Psalm 56, so if you'd like to follow along, Psalm 56, and we'll go ahead and begin there today. Psalm 56, look with me at verse number 1. Psalm 56 and verse number 1. The Bible tells us, be merciful unto me, O God, for man would swallow me up. He fighting daily oppresseth me. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high. And so we see the psalmist here crying out to the Lord and saying, God, be merciful to me. And then we find that his enemies are around him. They are seeking to fight against him. And so the psalmist here, David is saying, God, I need you to fight on my behalf, grant mercy to me. And this morning, I want you to just remember that God's mercies are new every morning. And there's no difficulty that is too great for our God. There's no trial that is too deep or too hard for our God to handle. And so David says, God, I find myself in this situation. I can't do this on my own. I need some help, Lord. Be merciful unto me. And then I wanted us to look at verse number 3, and this is kind of where we'll pause for the rest of our time together today. It says, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. Just two thoughts about this. The psalmist here says, what time I am afraid. And there are very real times in David's life when he was afraid. When he was afraid for his life, when he was afraid for his family's life and those that were around him, he was afraid for them. And just know this, just because we know the Lord doesn't mean that fearful times will come. You know as well as I do that fearful times do come. And they come in many different ways. It might be financially fearful times. It might be a health crisis in which there is some fear. There are going to be fearful days. And that's the reality of living this life. There will be fearful days. But in the midst of those fearful days, I like how David closes out verse number 3. Hey, what time I am afraid? Hey, there's going to be those times. He says, I will trust in thee. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. And I want to encourage you this morning and today on this Monday as we begin another week to just trust the Lord. Put your trust in God. What time you are afraid, trust in Him. The Bible tells us in Timothy that we aren't to have a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. And so this just here in David's life, he says, hey, one time I am afraid, hey, there are going to be those times I want to trust God. Don't doubt God and His working in your life just because you're going through a difficult circumstance. Hey, God is still there. He's still on the throne, and He's still in control. Trust in Him. If you were to look at some of our coinage you would see the words, "In God we trust." And I don't know if the average American even reads that anymore or knows our country's motto. I don't know. But I do know this: as Christians, we say it often. Hey, I'm just trusting the Lord. We say it a lot. But do we, and we say we even believe it, but do we practice it? Do we practice putting our trust in God? In every area of our life. No problem is too big. No problem is too small. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. I want to encourage you today, Christian, to just simply trust in the Lord. And you know where it starts? It may start for many, maybe in watching these power-up times. But it starts with you getting alone with God and spending time in His Word, and then spending time on your knees in prayer. That's where trusting God begins. You see, we are hit every day on all sides by the world, by temptation, by sin. We get beat up because the Christian life is a battle. We're in a warfare. That's why we're to put on the armor of God. And we just get beat up by the world. And so our times with the Lord are so special. Our times in His Word are special, and we mustn't neglect those times. Our time in prayer, we must not neglect. And I would say we must not neglect those times in God's house, not forsaking the assembling of yourselves together. Hey, how is it that I can go through these difficulties, or that we go through these difficulties in life, and we experience those heartaches? What time I'm afraid? Why is it that David can say, you know what? Hey, I am afraid. There's nothing I can do about the situation. I'm just going to trust God. It's because he had a personal relationship with Him. And he spent time in prayer. He spent time in His house. He spent time in His Word. I want to encourage you to do the same. Let's simply trust the Lord today. And I want to just leave you with those thoughts. What time I am afraid, I will trust in Thee. Let's trust Him in every area, every facet. Thank you so much for being on this morning. A great group watching live. And those of you who may watch later, are watching this at a later time today, thank you so much for being a part of it. I'd love to see the comments. It's an encouragement to me to see those of you who are watching and commenting, and then those who watch later on and comment. Thank you so much for that. Good morning, Susan. Thank you for being a part of our Power Up time. Glad that you're on, and hope that today was an encouragement to you. Thank you, Mark and Ruth, for being a part of our Power Up time here this morning. Sherry, I'll be praying for you definitely. If you'd like to message me later about something specific, feel free to do so. I'd love to pray with you or for you about those requests that you have. And Ingrid, good morning. She says, my lover. I think she probably meant love, but good morning, Ingrid. Love you, and thank you for watching. And the rest of you who are watching live, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, be a part of the services if you can on Wednesday and then this coming Sunday. Lord bless you. Have a great day. And if you're in northern Michigan, it's a little chilly out there today. Hopefully it warms up just a bit, but have a great day.